What is going on, guys? Welcome back. We are in ERLC, and it is an exciting day today. It is the end of Police Week, and we've got all the updates now. And I'm going to start with the coolest thing that we've all been waiting for, and that is a revamped police station. So check this out, guys. So before you had a single door here, and it looked totally different. This is your spawn area and your area that you load up. And this is where you get your car, okay? So you'll recognize this parking lot here. But look at this. This is completely different. This now has... I'll get to this in a second. Let me get to this last, because this little drive-through area is probably the coolest. This guy's wearing his new Police Week uniform. I guess we'll skip right to that, show you what it looks like. So there's a Police Week uniform, very similar to previous years. It's just got the 2025 on it. But the coolest thing is what they've done is they've reorientated it so it's more used to this side and this parking lot. Now, if you're familiar with this side of the parking lot is really rarely used. So I think what they're trying to do here is they made that side. You could tell the wall and the look is a little boring over here now, right? See, it's just a big blank wall, and this is now where all the writing is, and it's a little cooler. And the reason for that is this is where you want a lot of new action to happen. You want the back to really just be where you spawn the cars, but you want to integrate with things like, the lobby, which of course is brand new. Check this out. You've even got like a staircase up here. It is just gorgeous. Look at this. Really cool. You got offices up here, a couple new offices. There was no second floor, at least that I can remember. This, I think, is just a dummy door. But I think they added this in just so you can have your talks. If you're role-playing in an office, you can just be a little bit away from the action. You don't get mic spam from spawn. You got this whole new lobby. And again, we are really utilizing this side. Now, again, what I'm talking about is this. You come over here, and you've got a new door. Now, this door goes straight into the, I guess you'll call it the meeting room, right? And a lot of roleplay stuff can happen in here if you want to have like a team meeting of all the law enforcement. So they made it so everyone can kind of arrive, including the sheriffs, which if it's a full server could be half the force, right? And you park in this parking lot and just walk over straight into this door, and you can do that without disrupting anything else. You can do it quicker. You don't have to go through a maze of all these hallways like you used to. And you can also get there, the briefing room, straight through the lobby as well. So that's kind of what they're going for. I like it. I think it's a lot easier. It was a little bit confusing. Here's the system of hallways. It's been a lot more centralized. Here's your spawn. Now, this video is going to be pretty quick. It's mostly going to be a tour of the station, but the other updates I'm going to just summarize for you quickly. So before we do a full tour of the station, why don't we just quickly go through the cars. So they added a whole bunch new cars, which I love. Let's try and go in order here. The first one, I believe, was this. So they added in this old 2000s Chevy Tahoe. Totally customizable, does not require a game pass. Very, very cool. And again, I have videos I'm going to go over in depth and, customizing all these and what the specific use cases for roleplay will be. But for right now, I'm just going to show you what they are so you can check them out later. So here you have the infamous Amazon van, or the Mercedes Sprinter van, which is really cool. You can do a ton of different roleplay. It's not on civilian yet. I hope they add it to civilian, because that's going to be really neat, because otherwise it sort of gives it away, especially if you're doing it unmarked. But anyways, that's something for another time. They actually added one, it was either today or yesterday, that was new. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it? It's like a Ford Explorer. I don't know where it is in the list. It's brand new. I've never seen it before. Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right, so you got a new Ford Explorer. This just came out. This is one of my favorite new ones. I'll just super quick spawn it for you. Check this out. Very, very cool. Again, don't need a game pass. It's got my infamous tail light flasher. Sorry, I have my face in the way. Here's a walk around for you. It's got the infamous tail light flashers, which I've been asking for forever. Very, very cool. Again, I'll go in a full depth video on that. Don't have to worry about that. But a few more of the vehicles that are new. We have the electric vehicles they also released. So that is the which one would that be? I guess not this one. This one. So you do need the Game Pass for these. I don't have the electric Game Pass. I'm probably going to get it, but the electric vehicles are super cool. But you got this Mustang. I guess it's called like a Mach-E or something like that. It's like the Mustang crossover sort of SUV thing. So that's really neat. You have that on civilian too. Same with this. You have the Cybertruck police car. Again, comes from civilian. Super, super cool. Really like that one. I believe that is all the new cars. Like there's like 5 new cars. So a whole bunch of cool stuff. I really like the new cars, especially when you're trying to, you know, play undercover or do certain role plays. You want a specific car for a specific thing. That is super, super cool. Not going to ever complain about new cars. So here's your sort of spawn and loadout area. You've got your, here, why don't I put on the police week, the new uniform just to keep it festive here. So there's the new uniform, very similar. That's how it looks with some UGC items on top of it. Very, very cool. This I really think is neat. That is not a player, guys. This is a NPC, and the point of this is really just to be like, hey, you want to get your armory going? Here's where you get your guns. It's a little more official, right? Because in a real police station, it is separate. You don't just have guns lying in your locker. You got to go and check them in. So check it out. We got some new guns to deal with. The first is this Ruger SR556, so we'll clip that. I'll show you this one real quick. This is like... we sort of already had this. This is at the corporal rank, but this is like an automatic M4. So that's pretty cool. The next new ones are all Game Pass items. So this one you have to have the Detective Game Pass, which of course I have because that's related to cars. So that's pretty neat. Sort of like a Glocky looking thing with a silver top, which is kind of neat. So that's cool. What else we got? There's one more that you need the SWAT pass. I don't actually have the SWAT pass, so which one is it? This one, this Benelli M4, which is sort of like an automatic shotgun. Very, very cool. You do need the, you know, the SWAT Game Pass, but that is cool. I like that. It's like a breaching shotgun, more close combat shotgun. I bet you a lot of people are going to use that. Shotguns are pretty helpful. And there is actually one... you know what? Let me switch. Before I forget, let me just go over to the civilian team because there's a new gun on civilian. Don't mind me impersonating an officer here. Let's grab the fast whip and just quickly rip over the gun store. And let's flip our car on the way. That's what I get for driving too fast. Just can't control these supercars. Actually, you're supposed to be able to control them. Isn't that the point of a supercar? Anyways, this is an empty server, so we're just going to drive like a maniac to make this quick. Check this out. You'll really like this. So that you remember there is the shotgun Remington. Now there is a sniper Remington. And the coolest thing about this, guys, is that it is a full-on sniper rifle with a scope and everything. Check this out. You have to... Okay, yeah, you can't zoom in. Well, it's like this. You have to go first person, and then you can... Okay, you hold it down, and then you can... Let's not shoot the diesel, because that would just blow up. Let's just shoot like a tree or a sign. Here we go. So it functions very similar. Okay, you have to de-scope and then cock it, and then single shot again. Okay, so that's a cool mechanic. This is going to be a total game changer, guys. Like, you used to have to buy the pass to get that big sniper rifle. I wonder if it's probably listed here, yeah? Yeah, see? These are some says Game Pass on them. So this one is the old sniper rifle. I'll move this out of the way. That one is super good. It does 75 damage. What does this new one do? 65. So it's a little bit less damage. I would expect that. Obviously, you got to pay for this one. But that was a bit of an unfair advantage. So now the civilians have a free sniper. The snipers are very helpful to try and fight off the cops. Obviously, you know, there's been some complaints when you don't have a gun equipped, you're not able to be shot as a cop. So you do want to make it a little bit more fair. So there you go. Let's rip over. You know what? Let's quickly go to sheriff. Actually, I'm going to go all over the place here. Nothing new in the sheriff department other than there are new sirens. And there's also, you know what? There is a little update. Just grab a random car here. There is a new gate. So the gate used to be over here to the left, and now it's moved to 2 gates on. You have like a directional gate. So that's pretty cool. Next thing to show you is the new sirens. So if you turn your lights on, you've got a completely new... And this manual works a lot better, by the way. They tweaked that. You can see how I'm kind of like I can kind of mess with it like that. Like I'm choosing to do that tone, right? So that's pretty cool. So they fixed that. Next thing is you got like an auto setting. We'll show you all of them. You can see all these tones are all new. Sounds really cool. A little bit more realistic. They're almost, I don't know how it would sound. Maybe it's just because I'm the one driving, but it seems a little less punchy, a little less annoying, if you know what I mean. The sirens can get a little annoying if there's like 5, 6 of them going at once. So I think that's probably what they're going for. They sound really good, though. Now I'll run over and show you some of the police sirens. Of course, police and sheriff have different siren tones. So we'll show you that real quick here. What am I doing? That's really cool. I love this new manual. So that's very cool. Enough nonsense there. But you see all the new siren tones. They've really revamped the siren system. You can also, in private servers, now sync up your lights. That's not really anything relevant here, but just something to note. So, anyways, without further delay, let's go and tour the rest of the station. So, first thing you'll notice is, again, they really tried to make this side more usable. So, you've got your lobby, which is much larger. Functions pretty much the same. Now, this is where it gets cool. You know what? Let's save that for last. You've got your briefing room, like I said before. Interrogation room is in a new spot. It's like a hallway where you see in it now. And then you've got your dispatch. This is all new, pretty cool, all new. And again, a new door. So they're really trying to not make it like a choke point, right? So this new little garage here is really, really neat. So let me bring my squad car around. So let's say you've got someone that you didn't want to just put straight to jail. You want to role play it out a little bit. Or maybe they're not even wanted and they're only suspected. And of course, innocent until proven guilty. You bring them in here. And you open the garage. We'll turn our lights on since we're at home. Bring your car in. And you can bring your suspect or fugitive into this booking room. Now, the booking room has direct access to the interrogation room. It's got like a little spot where you can book them in. It's got a place that you can take their picture and everything for their mugshot. And then here's the coolest part. You've got 2 holding cells. This is totally new. There were no holding cells. You used to have to go over to the the jail. Of course, there's an evil bunny in here who has been arrested and is being held in the holding cell until he calms down. So that is the new holding cell system. Super, super cool. Where's this door go? Oh, yeah. This goes to the looking into the interrogation room. So they've completely revamped all this. This is going to freak you out when you first join if you haven't already watched this video, because this is vastly, vastly different. Like, the entire building has been changed. When I first joined in here, I was like, whoa, I had to figure this all out. But anyways, so that is that. I'm trying to think what else was there. I don't want to go too in-depth on the old updates because I just want to keep this really quick here. Like I said earlier, I will go into depth on each item on a separate video. I just don't want to make it too long. So, let's see. I'm just looking through the official Discord where the patch notes are. This last update, by the way, just came out like an hour ago, so I'm doing it as quick as I can to get it into your eyes. New sirens, new guns, synced lighting, already went over that. The 2 new cars, all the new cars. Okay, good. Yeah, no, we pretty much covered it. That's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. I mean, again, we'll keep it quick, but this new update with all these new cars, new guns, new mechanics, new sirens, new police station is massive, massive, massive changes. So we're going to see probably a lot more people playing the next couple of weeks. So get on here and check it out. And there's more to come. But Police Week is always exciting, and this year certainly does not disappoint. So hop on there, quit watching this video, and go log in and check it out for yourself. So I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, as always. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'd appreciate it. Leave a comment if there's anything I forgot or you want to see more of. I'm happy to make as many videos as the community wants me to make. And, yeah, like the video if you liked what you saw, and we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching.